However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you want me? However do you want me?
Sugar. I can hear you.
Yo, pump up the jam, pump it up while your feet are stumping. And the jam is bumping. Look ahead, the crowd is jumping.
Step to the rhythm, step to the ride. I got an open mind, so want you all get inside. Turn on, do what doing that's hard. Ladies rock like these to a high. Hey, 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 ladies, come on down. Hey, 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 you believe in love? Hey, ladies, 'cause I got something to say about it, and it goes something like this. I'm free. Let's go. I'm free. I'm free. Free to fall. I'm free. I'm free. I'm That's the end? Let your body move to the music. Hey, 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 come on, folks. Let your body go with the flow. You know you can do it. It's driving me out of my mind. That's why it's hard for me to find. Can't get it out of my head. It's
Come on, that bass groove right here. Let the record hit it.
Now this is a story all about how my life got flipped turned upside down.
Now gather round. I'm a new fool in town, and my sound's laid down by the underground.
Break it down.
Hey, cool thing. Don't be shy. There's something I gotta ask you.
I'm ready. Oh yeah.
Oh, honestly, there's nothing funny about men in
Stupid.
wigs.
Thumbs down.
Thumbs down. I'm going to click that straight away. As soon as this goes live, I'll be clicking thumbs down.
Hello and welcome to Wish You Were Here. Well, as you can see, this week I'm at Butlins because
People like to be ordered about. They're like sheep. They like to be shepherded here, sent there, and moved over there.
Well, that's something I've wondered about. Butlins is a different world from the outside world, then. Like the passport to
It's a
smiling.
passport to happiness for some people. They want someone to tell them what to do, when to do it, and how to do it.
Butlin land is freedom land, a fantasy in the sun. Fill every minute of the day, or just relax as the children laugh and play. Butlin land is freedom land, it's a freedom land made for you.
Good morning, everyone. This is Radio Butlin calling. The time is 7:58. Commencing at 11 o'clock this morning in the Prince's Ballroom is the Picture of Health competition for boys and girls aged 6 to under 9 and 9 to under 14. Swimwear must be worn for this competition. And may we remind all first sitting guests that breakfast will be available at 8:30.
End up facing each other. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Repeat 1 and 2 and then stop. And just to end up, you'll do a side close side, a long line of dance. 2, 3, exhaust. And 1 and 2 and 1.
Now we go.
Heidi, hi campers, hello!
I didn't know whether that was Butlins or Holiday on the Buses.
Welcome to the Wig and Slingback holiday special.
Hello.
There's a baby crying in Chalet 42.
So sort that out.
Knobbly
Knees is over in the on the green.
And it is strictly swimwear only in the Glamorous Granny competition. Let's have a gander at who has joined us. So in the YouTube snug, so my side of the bar, we've got Mad Aberfan, Me versus We, Tracy 30, Claire B80, Lucy and Katie, Pauline Grant, got in good and early this week. Nibbles, I think it's Nibbles and Bubbles. I think it's just Bubbles. I think Nibbles will be at work tonight. Joel Hazeldine. The lovely Kim Peterson from Denmark has joined us. Kim, thank you for the clip you sent us. Sean Harrison made it for once, just popped in to get shitmates with us.
Why not?
Welcome, Paul. Joel Hazeldine, there we are. Andrew Chapman says hi from Exeter. We've got good friends who live in Exeter. Dottie B. Thomas from Wolverhampton. Wolverhampton. What was the name of Josie Lawrence's character? Was it someone from Cradley? Florence from Cradley. No, I can't remember. It wasn't Florence. Thomas from Wolverhampton, welcome. Dottie B. Nokichia. Glamorous name. What's his song? I can't remember what we were playing, but I'll try and find out as we go through. Will Venus, the lovely Will Venus. Will Wiggs, aka Will Wiggs. Will Venus is from up over the border.
Over the border and
that surprised me. Vad is here. Joel Hazeldine, 7 Network. No sign of Scylla. Coral Daft came in then. Dale Ibbotson from down the road in Brid.
Hello, Dale. Hello, Coral.
I'm sure Caroline is there as well. Alex James Baggerley, higher from New Zealand.
Oh, that's a long way, isn't it?
Yeah, I wonder what time it is in New Zealand.
Morning, is it morning?
Yeah, it must be dead early morning. Will Venus is making a small wig cage. He's making a bet coronet. Kath Wells came in. Marcia Maudsley, that's my lovely sister-in-law, most probably with my brother Ewan. I doubt my nephew is with them. It's not like a family affair.
We'll be out and about.
Pip says, Pip, hello and shalom. I'm not sure if Pip is a he, she, or a they. Pip.
Doesn't matter.
Who are you? Vad, the lovely Cilla Black then made a big entrance. She should have been manning the cloakroom, but in she walks.
She popped in late. She had other arrangements.
Alex James Bagley is watching very quickly before he heads to work.
Oh.
My mum and dad are in. Anyone else here? BG Bear is in.
Hello, BG.
Pat from Philly.
Philadelphia?
Pat from Philadelphia. Don't get here much because of timing.
Oh, yeah,
Thank you,
Philadelphia.
Pat. Thank you for the lovely comment you've just left. Angela Larson. Fizz. Patrick is using voice records. So it says, sorry for typos. I don't think there's any typos there.
Oh, looks good to me.
Cy Slimbo is in, so he'll keep his eye on the death toll and the death tolly as we go through. Anyone else? No, just lots of saying hello to each other.
Yorkshire
Muskai is in, making his way through a box of Maltesers. Chris Jones, Helen Boulter, Lee Ludlow. And
that's a fair. We're going to be crowded tonight, aren't we?
We are crowded. Sherry is working her socks off behind the bar. And over in the YouTube bar,
straight through the
Facebook
door
bar,
was Neil and Lady V. And I think they're on the Sherries tonight, are they?
They are on the Sherries.
Emma Fisher, lovely Melanie,
Emma Fisher says she's a hot mess.
Aren't we all delighted?
Just watch Long Lost Family.
Oh, you can.
And that to do, and with a perimenopause.
Oh no, don't mention that.
She mentioned it in a public forum.
Lovely Melanie, Precious Paws. Hello, Precious Paws and Doggy Daycare. Caroline, what's for tea, love? What have you had for your tea?
What have you and Mr. What's for tea
What have you had for your tea? Lovely Caroline came over to it for the weekend. It was lovely, wasn't it?
She did. She came. She was childless for the weekend, so we had lots of fun.
Lots of fun to be had. We've got lovely Mark. I think Alex is running a bit late. Most probably those coping stones. Rita Muck. Hello, Rita Muck. Kate Riding. Keith Wellens. Hello. Martin Garton Spence. Lisa from Canada. Jason Rigby. Hello, dear. Gabrielle Chassé. Hey, Fiji. Hiya. Belinda Balmer. Not Nikki tonight, love.
Nikki's been banned for 30 days.
Oh,
so Belinda
Nikki,
Balmer's
what have you been
back.
up to, love? Filippo. Hello again, my love. How are you? Hope you've had a great day. Emma Webb. Hello, love. I think it was your birthday the other day, Emma. If it was, happy birthday. Richard Bobbins Duffer. Knickers Knackers Knockers. You, my love.
Emma Fisher. I don't know if we mentioned Emma before. Agro Vero from a sunny Manchester.
Hello, Agra.
I think that's everyone.
Lovely Sarah Simpson. And
Elaine
Deeks.
Simpson.
Deeks is in the house. Hello, my Deeks.
Deeks, one of our oldest friends. Not old like old, but oldest as in we've known her for a long time.
And is that everybody?
I think that's everyone.
Oh, Annie Sanderson. Why do I go Cornish when I say Sanderson?
Andy Sanderson's joining us from Toronto.
You're joking.
On vacay.
Annie, what are you doing over there,
It's
love?
international.
Oh, have a lovely holiday.
Love to Pip and G if they're with you, and just love to yourself if
And
you're on
somebody,
your own.
I read somebody that on somebody in Facebook group is watching it on their earphones because their hubby's watching Spring Watch.
Oh yeah.
So
Spring Watch.
So here we have a couple of lovely, colourful gays in their natural environment.
They seem to be wearing their holiday colours, showing off.
They're quite flamboyant because they want a lot of attention in the garden.
Over in our Facebook room, we had a message. Stuart says hi too. Danglycock has arrived. Danglycock. That's about them.
So last week we did beaches, and it went down well, didn't it?
Went down very well.
And thank you very glad for all your lovely comments and shares and clicks and likes and knickers, knackers, knockers. And we thought, well, beaches will go swimmingly into our theme for this week, which is holidays.
Holiday special. And it's kind of because we're sort of taking a mini holiday. I'm working.
Jamie's working, unfortunately, the next 2 Wednesdays. So the Wig and Slingback will have to be closed.
Wig and Slingback is going to be closed for its summer holiday.
So sorry about that. But we'll be back.
So we thought, we'd do a holiday special. So we started with a bit of Judith Chalmers. Who remembers Judith Chalmers?
Oh, I think she's still going.
Is she?
I think she is.
Cy Slimbo, Judith Chalmers, let us know. She was always very hearty, wasn't she?
Yeah, she really got in there, didn't she?
She never really looked young, did she?
No, she looked tan.
She always looked like she was the same age, regardless.
It's a frosted hair, wasn't it?
Now, Judith Chalmers should pop up on a reality, shouldn't she? She should be on Strictly or...
Well, she's about 90,
I'm a Celebrity. Oh, really?
Oh, she's getting on.
Wasn't her son...
Well, I think that was the 70s, and she must have been about, 50 there?
Well, that's what I mean. I bet she wasn't. I bet she was like 23 or something there. She just always seemed to look a little bit old.
All that gadding about... I read in The Woman's Own or something years ago that it wasn't all, lying on the beach and everything. It was... She went there for a couple of days...
Work,
and back home.
React. Patrick just wants us to know that Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, not to be confused with Philadelphia, Mississippi. Big difference.
Okay.
We don't know which is which.
We just spread on cheese.
Yeah, we just know
bread.
the film or the cheese.
But
Judith Chalmers' son is. Caroline is asking, who's her son? Mark something. Yeah, it is Mark Double-Barreled.
Yeah.
And he used to present Rise.
He did, yes.
Do you remember when Rise started and it was really boring? And it was just about 4 people sat behind a desk. Very like loose
Perhaps
women.
he should do Gogglebox with his mum.
He should do Gogglebox with his mum. Spencer Carter has just meandered in fashionably late.
Well, he's saying it's late, but he's going to get drinks for everybody.
Spencer Carter spent last week, you won't mind me saying this, with Rylan, Emma Willis, and Davina De Campo.
Oh, what a week!
What a mix!
What a week!
Said he got on with Mark Durden Smith. There we are. I knew it was a dub Baz. What's going on over here? I'm missing Judith Tan keeps her going. Judith Tan keeps her alive.
Info's coming in that Judy's 86.
Admitting to 86, says Neil Sandwell.
And somebody says she looks like a leather handbag.
Nibbles and Bubbles has come in as well with she's 86. Ben Singer is in Canada. Another Canadian has joined us and says, oh my God, I love Judith Chalmers. Andrew Chapman's with his mum and sister. And his sister recognises me from Corrie.
Ah,
We maybe thinks I'm Judy Goodyear.
Hello, Jason Darcy, my love. Mr. Darcy's in the house.
We thought we'd start with a little bit of Judith, but obviously we can't play much because of Scylla's Bobbies, the police.
Scylla, are you a fan of Judith Chalmers? Have you ever gone on holiday with her?
Do you know what I did? The first thing I searched for today was Scylla, like on holiday, because I thought she must have done like an episode of Wish You Were Here, but can't find anything.
Yeah, because sometimes you send celebrities abroad, didn't they?
Yeah, they would.
They'd send somebody to Bahamas, somebody to like, Australia, and then someone get like a shitty stick and go to like Great Yarmouth.
Andy Peters and Great Yarmouth.
There's nothing wrong with Great Yarmouth, but you'd be a little bit miffed, wouldn't you, if you got like,
that and
got sent to Withensea.
Yeah, Judith's off in Los Angeles. Yorkshire Bus Guy, did you ever watch Liz Smith's Summer Cruise? It's brilliant and lovely.
Yeah, I saw that.
I've never seen it. Sean Harrison, Judith was my goddess when I was growing up. She always went to such wonderful places. And Sean ended up in Blackpool.
And who took over? Was it, did Annika Rice take over? Or was that Holiday? There was the BBC version, wasn't there, called Holiday?
There was. I think Annika might have done Holiday. Selena Scott definitely did the Beeb. Martin Garton Spencer's, don't know if Scylla and Judith would get on. Scylla was LWT, whilst Judith was Thames.
Well, what we've heard about, I'm sorry, Scylla, but we have heard stories that you weren't very nice to cabin crew. So,
and Caroline says she thinks that Scylla might have died on holiday.
She did. She died on her.
No wonder Scylla's gone. Scylla. No wonder Scylla's gone silent. I wonder if Scylla's been banned from YouTube.
Scylla, are you there, love? She might have gone back over the bridge for a bit.
Maybe the police have got her. Belinda says they never sent anyone to Real. I'm sure they would have sent someone to Real Sun Centre.
Oh, well, shall we send Belinda Balm to Real? She can do a.
You can do a little special from Real.
You can do a special
for
from
us.
there, love. You can make us chuckle from Real.
Richard Bobbin Stuffer did a show called Holiday Swaps in 2000.
Did you?
I remember a show about holiday swaps.
That was amazing.
And then you'd all meet on like sofas about 2 weeks later.
Well, if they got on, they did. If they didn't, it was
What's
just
wrong
done.
with you, little
It was
girl?
just done from their houses, wasn't it?
Gillian Fulcher has just arrived and says, "Hiya, guys. Hiya, Gillian." Peggy, come on. You've been
come out
out. Go over there.
Peggy's been to the vets this week. All clear. It was a booster, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's very dramatic taking her to the vets. She goes bonkers.
It's like dragging Joan Collins to a...
Joan Collins doesn't need to be dragged anywhere. She loves going places.
Somewhere she didn't want to go. Like a hell
Little.
farm. Little. She...
Oh, yeah, honestly, she goes like a little bit of a wet lettuce outside, but once we're in, she goes a bit mad, and panicky. And I said to the vet I said, oh, honestly, do you get dogs that are really calm and cool coming in? He says, yeah, you do. He says, but not terriers. He says, terriers just go mental.
And she would have remembered when we dropped her off when she had a little lady operation and she had to stay over. Was it overnight or just later in the day, wasn't it? But she stayed the whole day.
She stayed the whole day, I think. She's there.
In a little hospital cage. So she remembers being left at a vet. I don't think she forgot that.
Alex Johnson is filling us in that a lady called Ruth England took over Wish You Were Here. I think we had an autograph from Ruth England on our autograph wall.
I don't remember.
Rather square jaw.
No, you're thinking of... she used to do DIY. Anna. Big eyes. Looked a bit like...
yeah, she did used to do
Anna
DIY
Watts?
programmes.
No, Anna. I can't remember what her name was.
Has she been for a Wonder Woman injection? She had yearly injections.
In the bot.
Alex Clark has arrived.
Did you get one while you were there?
Well, I asked the vet to pop one in my bot while I was there, and he obliged. Actually, I saw my vet today in the charity shop. I went to the charity shop.
He bought me a lovely caftan.
I bought Alan a caftan. Very Pat the Rat.
Half price?
Yeah, half price in the charity shop. And the vet was in there. I didn't want him to see me with a caftan, so I sort of had to mooch around some crockery until he'd gone.
I think if Bubbles had seen that caftan, she'd have nabbed it.
Richard Bobbin Stuffer says, was it Anna Ryder Richardson? It's not.
No.
It's
Anna.
A presenter. She's a bit Annika Ricey.
A bit blokey. Oh, what was her name? The photograph, she was sat on a white block, wasn't she? Like really cockily. Yeah.
Oh, no. Gareth says, do you guys remember Chaos at the Chateau? Anne and David buying a chateau in Slovakia.
Amazing.
Loved it.
Oh, I loved it. Why did they ever stop making that? Oh, he was like a big bloke, wasn't she? And she was like blonde and annoying.
Yes, yeah.
And all he did was drive around buying things, and she had to sort of like cope with the whole building falling apart around her ears. And they turned it to a B&B, didn't they?
Scylla's gone very silent. So Scylla's not in. Linda LaHughes is in. My cousin Lucy. Hello.
How's the little puppy?
Yeah, how's your puppy?
How's the little puppy?
Martin McHugh is here. Martin from Northern Ireland joining us.
Northern Ireland.
Well,
Was
bad
that
at
right
Northern
accent?
Ireland. I have to say...
Tile.
33. 33, get down now. Northern Ireland.
I say dirty tiles. Towels, not tiles.
Cole Taylor's got it. It's Anna Walker.
Anna Walker.
Thank
you, Cole Taylor.
Oh, how we got from Ruth England to Anna Walker, I'll never know. But
Where
we
is
got
she?
there.
Where has she gone?
Catherine G. Yorkshire Bus Guy offered up Catherine G, who was rather posh and showed people around to skate country.
She used to wear high heels, and she sounds like Peggy on the lino.
Well, and Catherine G, yeah, she used to clip-clop round
in little heels.
Escape to the Country. And we always thought that the homeowners most probably hated the fact she was walking around in those heels on their oak floors.
Especially when she was in those like posh kitchens with stone flooring.
Puppy is Jeff and annoying, says Linda Hughes, currently chewing her foot. Little pin pincers.
Oh, yeah, they need little teeth places, don't they? In the carpet.
Well, we're not going to just talk about holidays on telly. We're going to also talk about
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
our top 5 holidays. So it's kind of like last week where we talked about memories and stuff. We're going to tell you what our kind of top 5 holidays are from our life, really. Top 5 that we chose today. It would change if we chose next week.
Yeah.
But
I don't think mine would. I've not had many.
Well, do you want to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see if this works. I've just got to get a few things set up. Hang on, do that. And we're going to press that one. Alan's number 5.
Can you imagine being asked or offered or invited to a lovely painting holiday in Venice? Well, as a lovely young A-level art student, I was sat in my art class one day and my teacher said, the local council or whatever has decided to send lots of students over to Venice for a painting holiday. Who would like to go? It's about 700 quid, and I didn't put my hand up because I had no money. My mum and dad didn't have any money. And then after everybody had put their hands up and put their names down, she sort of called me over and said, "Why didn't you put your hand up? You'd love something like this." And I said, "I can't afford that." So she, bless her, my lovely art teacher, went and looked into if somebody could sponsor me to go, because she thought I was really good at art. And she did. The council said, "Yeah, we'll give."
You're about 18.
Yes, 17 or 18. We'll give a sponsorship to somebody who you think would get something out of it, who can't afford to go. And I was like, the Charlie Bucket.
Oh.
Yeah, I got the golden ticket.
You had to take all your work, didn't you, to the council?
You had to prove that you were good. And not only that, but bless her, she went to the student union, because I was too embarrassed to ask, but she asked for the student union to help me with buying paints and pads and all the things I'd need. So that was another few hundred quid. And anyway,
everyone's saying, "Love that! Oh wow, how beautiful!"
And
wow.
And what even was better was one of my best friends, Simon, was going with me, but he'd obviously paid. His mum had paid for him. So we're going together. So we get on the coach.
You had to get a passport.
You had to pay for that.
You've
as
never
well.
been abroad.
Yeah. And I had to sort of get some spending money. They wouldn't give me any spending money. I had to get that myself. Or my mum and dad and granny's put together. I think my brother gave me some money as well. So we got on the coach, arrived at Manchester Airport, I think it was, about 8:30 in the morning. And we went to check in, and the company went bust overnight. So we had to go back on the coach all the way home. Now, I know it's not a holiday that actually went on, but I've always thought, well, somebody thought I was that good to go on a painting holiday in Venice that it should still be celebrated. So...
Oh, isn't that just the saddest story?
And I'd never been abroad
ever.
before. It would be my first trip. So that was the holiday that never was. But if it had happened, my little brain would have had a little spare bit of memory in there.
Oh, I know. It's gutting, isn't it? It's like... makes me cry a little bit. I cried when I first heard that story because Alan's so beautiful and his artwork is lovely.
Being an actor, it was one of my first rejections. Bad news. Go home. We don't want you.
I know, and Jason Rigby's just reminded us that Crossroads filmed in Venice as well.
It could have been at the same
time.
time.
So we could have been like Nolly Gordon.
It was about 1989.
Yeah, how sad. And so all that... Did you go anywhere for that week?
No, I had to go back, and I had to give all my art equipment to the art class.
Oh,
I didn't have to pay any money back because obviously, the company would have given the money back, hopefully back to the council or whoever paid for me. But it was the holiday that never was. But I just think I was quite honoured that somebody thought I was good enough to go.
And
I just went to the duck pond in Heathstall and drew some ducks.
And you all want to know that then when I met Alan, I took him on a surprise trip to Venice and bought him a pad and a pen.
You didn't. You took me to...
I didn't. I've not done it. I should do it, and I was going to do it because I've not had money until until I started doing this training job, and then I'm not rich in any sense of the word, but we didn't have any sort of spare cash to do that sort of thing.
Well, we looked into flights to Italy once, and we coughed some fur balls up.
Yeah, so we've not done it. It is in my little brain as a treat for Alan at some point. a little surprise trip to Venice. But we've got a baby girl now. You know, we can't take her to Venice.
Now she's my Venice. She's my little Venice.
Oh, so Alan's first holiday is like a bit of a tearjerker.
Oh, I got over
Number
it.
5.
I'm big boned.
Whereas mine, of course, is not a tearjerker. Because my number 5 is when I went to Australia. So I travel lots with my work.
Well, you used to.
Used to. I fly all over the world and help people with their confidence and their charisma and their public speaking skills. So anyone who has to talk to an audience. And yeah, I went to Australia, which was kind of somewhere I'd always dreamed of going to ever since we were growing up. And Australia was such a big part of like our teenage years with Neighbours and Home and Away and of course Prisoner. And so I got to go over to Australia to teach people, and I made sure that I booked kind of 4 days either side where I could explore angly balls.
Well, that's why I came across to you, wasn't it?
Yeah, but honestly, it was lovely, and I've been all over the world, really, haven't I? With work?
Yeah, you've been to some lovely places. I mean, perhaps not as long as the Australia trip, but you've managed to do little things there, haven't you?
Yeah, I try and tag on days either side, and sometimes I'm working kind of a double job, so I'll go to Mexico and then maybe where did I go? Ecuador.
Argentina.
Like those two, Argentina. And if I'm doing like a double trip like that, I try and get some days in the middle.
Malaysia,
I've been to a lot. Kuala Lumpur, China.
China Seas.
This holiday, when I went to Australia, they flew me business class Air Emirates, which is posh. And Air Emirates, because it's posh, if you're business class, drive you from home to the airport. And so I got picked up at home in Broadstairs to drive to Heathrow. And it was the day, I'll never forget, it was the day of the referendum on Brexit. And we got stuck in traffic. And I nearly missed that flight. Like by 5 minutes, I nearly missed it. I had to run through the airport like a lunatic. Like the little boy from Love Actually, to get into the flight. And they were just kind of calling and about to close the doors when I got there. But the driver couldn't be asked, the Air Emirates driver. I was like, "You're late. I've got to get there." He was like, "Well, we're stuck in traffic. You should have gone the day before."
Oh, you need to read what Linda's just written.
Linda LaHughes. I remember a cracking holiday in France when I think I was about 19. And I would have been 15, I think. I would have been 15, 16. I taught her the dance to Blame It on the Boogie, and our parents got so pissed. I've never seen the like. Yeah, I remember they got really drunk one night, didn't they?
On French Plonk.
Yeah, and they all had their cars broken into, didn't they? I think they were so pissed that they couldn't bring the cars back into the Caravan site. I might be wrong with this. My dad might say the right one. So they had to leave it somewhere, and they all got broken into. Yeah, I remember a great holiday that was.
I beg your pardon, Linda.
That's my number. My number 5 is work. So I work abroad a lot, but I try to not just do work. I try and get out there and have some fun. Do you want to do your number 4,
Yep.
John? Alan's number 4. Da-da-dun.
Still a bit gloomy, I'm afraid, but still. Now, again, I said that, we didn't have much money as kids and stuff, so we didn't go abroad or anything like that. And we used to do a lot of day trips to the local seaside resort. And we didn't have a car either, so we had to just rely on buses. And I used to suffer with travel sickness, so that didn't help either. So it was always fraught with me retching and stuff like that. So my mum one week heard from...
Didn't your dad have a motorbike and you all got in the sidecar?
Oh,
you and your brother?
We didn't have it then.
Oh, okay.
And my sister's been born.
Okay.
And my mother knew a woman from work who said, "Hey, I know somebody who's got a cheap caravan you can rent for a week." And so she took the number and rang them up and said, "Oh, yeah, you can have it for a week." At Withensea. So those who in the area will know Withensea, where the sea is brown.
Dale Ibbotson will know Withensea. Down the coast from
So anyway,
Brid.
and my uncle, bless him, drove us there to stop me from puking on the buses. Oh, aren't you puking on the buses? Anyway, we got there, opened the caravan door, and a big waft of gas hit our little noses. And my uncle said, "You can't stay here, there's a gas leak." So my mum tried to ring the woman on a call box to sort of say what's wrong with the caravan. There was no answer, and so we thought, well, we're going home again. It's gonna, let's go back home. Holiday's ruined.
Oh.
Luckily, the caravan next door, it was one of those posh ones. It's like a static caravan. It had a TV aerial, and she had nets at the window.
Maybe a little patio.
So she, they had money. Well, the guy, luckily...
Can I just pause? We've got, on this side, Spencer Carter saying he lost his virginity in a caravan. Over this side, I've got Darren Small saying he lost his virginity in a caravan.
I didn't lose my virginity in a caravan.
Now,
I was only 7.
I know that Spencer's heterosexual, but maybe, maybe him and Darren, maybe there was a dabbling going on back then.
Where was I?
You were going over to the neighbour.
Luckily, the neighbour was a gas engineer, but he didn't have any tools. And he said, "Well, if I can repair it, you'll be able to stay. And if I don't have the right equipment, you'll have to go home because it's too dangerous." Because it was all like gas bottles and canisters. Luckily, he repaired it.
Oh.
So we had a week in that. Well, not that one, but it looked exactly like that in a little caravan. And it was sad. I think it was too much stress for my mum and dad in the end, so we never did it again. It was back to
Oh no!
It was back to the day trips.
Where did you sleep in the caravan?
Oh, I think there was some pull-out bits. Things pulled out, didn't they?
Yeah, the table usually drops down and then cushions go over it.
And my mum was really worried about using all the cooker and everything, so I don't think she ever actually used any of it. I think we used to go out and eat in case it all blew up.
Oh.
But it was. I think it was peanuts for the week. It was so cheap. So that was our sort of first long holiday as kids, really.
News in. My dad is blaming it on Germans. Is why he got so drunk. Because we had some little German friends. I think my brother got off with the German girl, the daughter. Ewan will remember. Ewan was there as well. And it was big fun's blame it on the boogie. And
my guy Spencer says he had visions of it exploding like the one in Dinner Ladies with patchouli. Nearly. Oh.
And I'm reliably informed that it wasn't Spencer Carter that Darren Small lost his virginity with in a caravan. You never know. We could be like Scylla, bringing people together. And Scylla has returned. She had to go back to the crypt to get her purse. So, Alan's childhood holidays to Jamie's childhood holidays.
Oh.
So we used to go on, summer holidays. My dad taught. My mum wasn't working then. So summer holidays we used to go down to the south coast, down to Dorset, which is where my mum is from. Dorset, Devon, Exeter, kind of that area, Exmoor. So yeah, I just remember really happy childhood holidays. That's me and my 2 brothers at the top there. That's me with my little boat in the sea.
Now the little picture in the corner where your mum's holding a little kitten.
Yes.
That outfit, is that when you ate the cream cake on the hillock?
It's a similar ensemble. It might even be the same ensemble.
Oh, it might be the same day.
Look at my little cool outfits though. Look at that one where I'm with the ducks.
You want to watch, aren't you?
Always good with it.
Is that a ladybird on your pocket?
Just some little quirky patch. But you'll love it. We used to of a morning we'd run down to the river called Larnaca and take our dinghy and go out for a little ride in the dinghy.
Did you have Mother's Pride or baguettes?
We would have ripped baguettes and lovely plum tomatoes.
French cheese?
Cream teas, always cream teas down there. Lucy, most probably, we had holidays with Linda Lee Hughes down that way. But yeah, my dad, mum and dad would most probably rent a cottage, little farm cottage. There I am with a rather severe haircut, which my brother did for me with wallpaper scissors because I wanted rid of my little bowl-heady fringe, so he did that for me. That's my dad.
I like Ewan's flares.
Yeah, we did dress quite cool, didn't we?
Oh, well, your mum and dad did, didn't look at them there.
Okay, and there's me with my little boat.
Oh, is that actually attached?
I've got on a little
string.
rope. Yeah, don't want to lose it.
You still wear them shorts, don't you?
I do. I wear little hot pants when I'm on holes. And that kitten, I think that might be in Norfolk with the kitten, and that is one of the Blue Peter cats that was called Jack or Jill.
Oh.
Mum's little wedges.
Your first celebrity. And then after that was Sandy Toksvig, wasn't it?
It was. But yeah, I thought you'd think my my little cottage holidays were a little bit.
Oh no, they're lovely. I
zhuzhy.
remember saying they were lovely.
They were really lovely. We'd go down and kind of live sort of Swallows and Amazons life, down in some sort of farm cottage or something. But yeah, there we are. That's my little school holiday. My summer holidays, school time. It'd be lovely. We are gonna have a little commercial break. We'll see you on the other side of this.
With US Airlines, and the girls are really nice. And those beautiful Far Eastern girls do splendid things with rice.
German girls are so correct, and the planes are never late.
But there's only one girl we want to see as we reach the departure gate.
I wish they all could be Caledonian. I wish they all could be Caledonian.
British Caledonian, Airline of the Year.
Intercity like the men do. Intercity sitting pretty all the way. So join us on the Intercity when you feel you need a little holiday. Away from the boring kitchen sink and need you at. We're leaving behind the daily round and come and tap. Come on and travel Intercity like the men do. We'll have a little outing now and then. So up with women's rights. Come up and see the sight. We'll be nice, the brighter women for a man. Away from it all and home again.
Intercities.
Dick Charles, easy assembly, Dick Charles. Get John easy assembly, Dick Charles.
Easy assembly, who's he kidding?
I did it.
You would.
Now you told it.
Where's me PG tips? Only these tea bags have the famous PG Tips tea taste. PG Tips tea bags, for the tea you can really taste.
Now, sir, that'll be 6.5p plus WAT.
What's WAT?
Wear and tear.
I found a better way to fly. I found a better way to touch the sky.
British Caledonian.
British Caledonia, a better way to fly.
Gosh, he did it all right.
You working oil?
No, watercolour. Hand luggage, sir? I beg your pardon.
Tickets for yourself and your wife.
At British Caledonian, unlike most national airlines, we're an independent business.
14 wives, Your Highness.
That's why we have to try and give you a better service.
Your usual, sir?
You remembered. If we didn't, we'd never have got off the ground.
First class for you and economy class for your wife. I see.
Excuse me, sir. You forgot George. You forgot George.
Travels well.
Got all of you?
British Caledonian. We never forget you have a choice.
Well, they make travelling look so glamorous, don't they?
A little commercial break. Some commercials that probably wouldn't be shown nowadays.
The singing one on the Intercity looked like it had been written by Victoria Wood, hadn't it?
Yeah, it did look like a Victoria Wood sketch, didn't it? So we're halfway through our top 5. So we're at Alan's number 3. Alan's number 3 holiday is
Spain. First trip to Spain.
My mum and dad will recognise this.
Yep,
lady.
It was lovely because I've been on a couple of holidays with Jamie's parents, and the first time was lovely, wasn't it? Because we sort of we stayed with them in a big apartment, and then we went again another year when they booked us or through somebody they knew.
Yeah, they'd moved to a smaller apartment, so we went into a separate apartment. So mum and dad had a place in Spain,
and it was we used to go to a lot of little places on was it Los Beliches, wasn't it?
Yeah, Los Beliches, so down by Malaga and Mijas.
And you know what I'm like. I took my teeth, took my glasses.
Took a little sherry stump wig.
I took a wig. And this was, what, 2001?
Probably, yeah.
And 2003. And I found things in the apartment, started dressing up, as you do. And And I think I bought a caftan as well, didn't I? For a fancy dress party, because I was going as Nana Muscori.
Yeah, I think you did. Or I bought one over there,
Yeah. Anyway, the story goes that when we were in Los Beliches, sometimes Jamie's mum and dad would go on a little walk along the seafront, and me and Jamie would go for a drink somewhere, and we found this wonderful bar. I think we've spoke to some of you about this, called The Brig. And in it was owned by this lovely little lady called Dodo, and she's pictured there, and she was absolutely amazing. She's about 4'1". She looked exactly like that, those butterfly glasses. And we first walked in, and I must be sunburned with a vest on with a Union Jack or something, because she looked really scared of us, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
And she was literally like, we ordered a pint of Amstel or something, and she was sort of holding the glass, but like shaking with fear. And then as the glass got heavy, it went gunk.
It weighted down. Dung, dung.
And she sort of looked at us. And then we said...
we mentioned Bassie or something.
Yeah, we mentioned Bassie, that we'd been in a couple of nights before. And she completely changed, didn't she?
Yeah, when she realised we were woofters.
And she'd hold comedy nights on, wouldn't she? Well, I'll say comedy. Singing nights.
She used to perform in a double act with a very butch kind of... was she a lesbian?
I don't know what she was, but she was
a really butch woman who had a sort of like.
Do you remember Les Dennis and Dustin G?
Bonnie Tyler voice.
If you put them, if they had a baby and had a little girl, she was like that, wouldn't she?
But she had a sort of Bonnie Tyler like belty voice, didn't she? And not Dodo.
Not Dodo. Dodo was classy.
She wasn't classy. I think she put on boobs, didn't she?
She's got feather earrings in. Look.
Look at her little feather earrings match a little scrunchy there.
And I could have had a 3-month holiday there and gone in there every night, and would have been happy as Larry, wouldn't we?
We would have been.
So a lovely holiday, lovely memories with your mum and dad, taking us to some lovely places, driving us into Mijas and all that. Lots of lovely meals, lots of lovely.
You got sunstroke, didn't you?
I did. It was cloudy, and I didn't put any sun lotion on. And by 9:30, I was sat in a restaurant shivering with Anne's cardigan on my shoulders like Dame Vera Lynn.
We had to find places I could eat because I'm vegetarian. Alan wasn't veggie at that point, I don't think. So it was always a bit of a struggle to find like fussy Jamie places. But we went in one restaurant. Do you remember that lady that we were a bit obsessed with? So my mum went and talked to her, like broke the ice and went and like invited
she was brummy, wasn't
this
she?
woman to us.
She was brummy.
And my mum said, "Oh, it's lovely. My son-in-law's having the fish." And
he loves fish.
Talked about her husband. She kept talking about her husband.
He eats fish. He eats that much fish. One morning, I'll wake up and he'll be.
And she had a top, like a t-shirt on that had like jewels emblazoned here. And my mum went, "Oh, I like your necklace."
We knew it wasn't a necklace.
We knew it wasn't a necklace. And she went, "It's not a
It's
necklace,
stuck on,
it's attached."
It's glued on, look.
Anyway, that's our little holidays in Fuengirola.
And we learnt today that Dodo was there until, what, 2013?
2013, yes. She's left the brig in 2004, which is why I found that.
I'm hoping that some of you might have gone to Los Beliches over those years and gone into the brig. If some of you recognise her, do let us know.
My mum's just written, "Daddy likes fish."
Yeah, Daddy.
Oh, Daddy likes fish.
He literally likes
eats
fish.
so much fish. My number 3 is a little weekend that me and Alan took, kind of spur of the moment. We don't really do spur of the moment stuff. But our friend Trixie in that top photo there lived in Berlin. She doesn't live in Berlin anymore. But at that point, she lived in Berlin, and we kind of on the spur of the moment.
Yeah, it was rare. We both had the weekend off.
Went over to
rare.
Berlin.
We were both working in box offices, weren't we, or something? And it was one of those things where it all fell into place.
We had 3 days in Berlin. Actually, it was Trixie's birthday on the Saturday night, so it kind of tied in with like being able to surprise her and stay for her birthday. But we loved Berlin, didn't we?
Yeah.
And I've since been to Berlin with work, and I just love it. I think it's such a cool city.
And we don't drive, and neither did Trixie. She didn't have a car, but you could walk everywhere. I felt safe. It was full of loads of interesting things.
Yeah, we walked back from her birthday venue. We walked back from that to where we were staying, and we didn't need a map or anything, did we? We just walked through the streets and felt totally cool and safe. The bottom picture on the right is us on the underground, and it was infamous. That trip was when we got onto the underground. We got onto a train which was completely empty, and we decided to sing the Sons and Daughters theme tune
To Trixie
full belt
as a special treat.
to Trixie. We did a bit of harmony work
And she was just crying with laughter, or
because she's
scared,
Australian,
or
so
completely
she
scared.
had no idea we'd have known it.
But yeah, it was a great little holiday.
The
That.
acoustics down there were good, and that's a little doll down here
that Trixie owns.
She's called Black Betty, and she was found in
Italy, I think.
In Italy, behind a restaurant in the restaurant scraps.
She's full of sausage skins.
She's the prettiest little doll.
And Trixie rescued her, and then we took her out for the day, didn't we?
Yeah, we took her out with us everywhere and took photos of Black Betty around Berlin. Anyway, that's a little holiday that I remember very fondly. Alan's number 2.
Oh, look, yes. This is when, this was 2004. Jamie had just done some Harry Potter work and met the lovely Ken.
Yeah, so the Harry Potter stuff was for Coca-Cola, and because it's such a big kind of company, they hired people from the States to direct and produce this show that we were in. And so people from America came over, and I got on really well with this guy called Ken.
And do you know when people say, yeah, you have to come and visit? He actually meant it, didn't he?
Yeah, I hope so, because we did.
Well, I hope so. No, we did. And we also added on a week in New York, didn't we, afterwards?
Yeah, so we flew to LA, and then we flew from LA to New York.
And you'll see that most pictures that I've added there is of me and Jamie, one with Minnie, me at Minnie's dressing table, and those little ears we got made. Did we have we had them?
I don't think we had them made, did we?
Oh no, we asked to put names on it, didn't we? But they wouldn't because
you could get names embroidered on them, and we wanted Lil Reenie and Big Reenie because we were doing the 2 Reenies at that point, and they wouldn't put it on because they thought they were gang names.
Oh yeah, and the one in the middle at the top was from a what do they call charity shops over there?
Thrift store. And it was two men dragged up, and I thought that was absolutely amazing. I mean, this is what, 2004? Yeah. Before Drag Race.
Yeah.
But we stayed at Ken's in
Long Beach.
Long Beach, and he just treated us like kings and took us everywhere.
Disneyland.
He worked at Disney, so we got into Disney Free. We got into Disney, the backstage of the studios.
Universal Studios, Knott's Berry Farm.
Yeah.
The other one, the Walt Disney back museum.
Backpot. Yeah, we went into the actual film studios, so we went into the prop department at Disney. We went all over the place, didn't we? It was great, loved it.
And then went to NYC a week after.
So in fact, my number 2 is also the same holiday.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, there we are with popping on cowboy hats in a cowboy hat store. There we are, the same photo. There's Ken. So that's the lovely Ken. Ken presented Who Wants to Be a Millionaire over there, and also played the genie in Aladdin in Disney. He now produces shows and directs shows. And there I am with Judy Garland's handprint outside the Chinese theatre. There's me beardless. But yeah, we had a lovely time. We went to see Dinner Theatre as well, didn't we? We went to see South Pacific, I think, Dinner Theatre, which was hilariously funny. Yeah, and we know Nibbles and Bubbles goes to loves Disney and has not been to California Disney, but of course her vlogs are about Florida Disney. But we're not big Disney fans, but we loved it. We kind of
it was amazing. I mean, it was amazing. There's no.
We got tired out by theme parks because we did 3 one day after another.
Yeah.
We just sort of said to Ken, I don't think we do theme parks anymore. Can we go to a diner? And we went to a diner at the end of a pier.
And what
which
with
was
me, with
amazing.
my motion sickness, that didn't help either, did it?
Oh yeah, you had to say at one point, I can't go on anymore. Can't go on it. Even It's a Small World made you feel a bit queasy, didn't it? So that's my number 2. My number 2. So we're at our number 1s. Before our number 1s, let's have another cheeky little commercial break.
10:26 a.m., June 25th. The SS Platonic on a day trip to France. On board, 41 passengers on the holiday of a lifetime. Their lives in the hands of the crew. Some crew.
Oh no!
Some holiday.
Oh, that's better.
It's a surprise package tour, and all that the brochure promises. Terrific views.
You don't get a bad view from down here.
Historic monuments. And the smallest bikinis.
Have you gone raving mad? What made you buy that?
Well, it was the only one I could get.
You look positively obscene, woman.
It's a real family trip.
You can swim, can't you?
It's my bikini. I've lost the bottom half of it.
Oh, Tommy, what sight? It's like the moon coming over the mountains.
Our holiday package also offers the finest medical attention anywhere.
He couldn't be in better age.
And you'll enjoy the privacy of your very own chalet.
I want to go to the loo. Where's the lamp?
What are they up to in there?
Oh, you'll have to help me. I can't find it.
Nothing. She can't find it.
A 5-star holiday special with 5 extra special guests. Wilfred Bramble, Arthur Mullard, Kate Williams, Queenie Watts, Henry McGee. Holiday on the buses. It's just what the doctor ordered.
Stop that, mate. What? Have you gone mad? Get up. In the army, we had pills for men like you.
Olive and I have not performed together for far too long.
Well, that's true.
The Army's only asking you to do the military two-step, not the last tango in Paris.
Give a nice big smile like this, look.
Book early, book twice. We guarantee you a really hot time.
Oh! Yeah, if I was you lot, I wouldn't have any soup today. He's cutting him short.
I'll kill that brother of yours. He's a raving lunatic.
Oh, you moron.
Oh, I could watch that all day long.
We watched that not long ago. Was it a couple of Christmases ago?
Yeah, I think was it you, Jason Rigby, that said look out for Doris Hare painting herself with her own ice cream cone. Oh, she's
Oh, such a good. Well, not good. It's such a bad movie, but great for so many reasons. So we're at our number 1s. So it's me. It's you first, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Alan's number 1.
Oh, my love of Greek islands with Jamie. We've been to quite a few, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. When did we go to the first one? Do you remember?
It was Thassos in something like 2002,
3.
2? Yeah, with Jamie'd been to Thassos years ago, hadn't you?
Yeah, I'd been to Thassos in kind of 1994 or 5.
And then it was I wanted to sort of go in early May one year, and then sort of like something like February and March, we were looking at booking somewhere, and there was this holiday to Thassos for like £79 each, all inclusive. Yeah. And Jamie sort of rang me.
That included the flights, the transfers, the hotel, bed and breakfast.
Jamie rang me at work and said, "Do you think we should go for one?" Oh yeah, that price. Oh, it's one of the best holidays we had, isn't it?
And they were dropping us all off. We were allocation on arrival, and they were dropping everyone off, and we were like, "Oh no," because it was going further and further out of town, dropping people off at these hotels. And Alan was going, "Oh, we're going to be right out in the middle of nowhere, and we're never going to get in town." And then the bus turned back and came all the way back into town and dropped us off right by the middle of town. Yeah. This beautiful hotel. It was like the sort of city square hotel, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we had a room right on the front, like the balcony, so I could do a bit of a Vita Peron going out on the balcony.
But being dimwits, we had warm wine all week because the fridge had been unplugged, and we thought, we have to pay extra for the fridge because there was a thing saying fridge, air conditioning, and then at the end they said, did you use all the facilities? Because as all inclusive, you could have used all that for free.
We hadn't
We're like, no, we've had to pay for it.
We had warm wine.
But yeah, it was lovely.
We had a little cleaning lady that we called Betsina, named after the wine Retsina.
Yeah.
And she would say...
Calimera, Calispera. Whenever we said Calinicta, she sort of, no Calinicta. Even though it was evening.
Oh, it was a nice holiday. Lovely holiday.
And one of those photos is me with a doggy. We used to attract a lot of dogs, didn't we, and cats?
We did. And then they'd follow us around. Well, especially Alan. They'd follow you round. And I think we named that dog Cornelia Francis.
We did, because she had the same colour hair.
The actress who, of course, plays Morag in Home and Away.
She had the same hair tint, didn't she?
And I'd say things like, I don't think Cornelia Francis is coming to the apartment today. And then there she would.
But she used to live near the beach. And that's when we used to go to this little bit of beach where nobody else went to, Cornelia lived in the area. And she'd come running down, wouldn't she?
She would.
We spent 2-3 days with her, didn't we?
We did. Paul McFarlane and Diangela are in. Hey, Paul.
Diangela. Lovely name that we've given her.
Well, my number one is again a Greek holiday, but this is our honeymoon, again on Thassos. So we went to Thassos for 2 weeks, didn't we? On our honeymoon. Yeah. And it was lovely. We always loved going to Thassos because it was quite an adventure getting there because you get dropped in Macedonia, I think, and then you have to get a ferry across to the island, and that's quite fun. And we stayed in a place called Golden Beach that time. And yeah, we were there 2 weeks. It was lovely. Just a really nice holiday. We sort of knew the area. We knew the place by then. Alan was eating fish, as you can see at the bottom there.
Oh no, I've never had a comedy fish like that. It's not very often I eat fish with fish heads on.
No, or
and
to
then
do
hold
like,
up
like Tom and Jerry.
Like Top Cat.
I don't know what I'm up to down there.
Reading books. Used to always like reading books. Or not. I know a lot of people read books on holiday, but I can't.
Yeah, Alan would get... Because I when I used to go on holidays, like in the 90s, there was always a big thing about getting a book, because I worked at bookshops as well, getting like holiday books, get a few books to read on the beach. So I'd always have books with me, and you never read books on holiday, did you? Because you used to say, why are you reading when we're here? Look at the view, look at the place.
I can understand pools, being around a pool, but not on a lovely beach when you're surrounded by beautiful blue sea. And so I just was going in and out the sea all the time, didn't I?
Yeah. Oh, we had lovely times on those holidays.
And we did everything on the cheap, didn't we? Did everything on the bloody cheap.
Nibbles and Bubbles has just said she was in a play about a group of people who went to Thassos, but it turned out they all died in a plane crash on the way home.
Oh, Chuffinora.
We used to have Retsina and Coke as well, didn't we, on those Greek holidays?
Yeah. We'd make the mistake of buying the wrong box of wine, wouldn't we?
Do you remember the crisps? You'd buy like weird flavoured crisps when
Oregano and
massive bags.
And paprika.
Peanut flavoured Watsons.
Oh.
Yeah, Thomas Corrigan is in. Hiya, Thomas.
Hi, Thomas. He said he's been to see Wizard of Oz pantomime, I think, he said.
Oh, wow. Our friend Dale, who's in the YouTube room, was in the Wizard of Oz pantomime this year, playing...
Tin Man.
So that is our top 5 holiday memories, which we thought would be a nice way to spend an hour with you today.
Are any of you going on your holidays this year, or are you staycating?
Yorkshire Bus Guy says their boyfriend used to read so much on holiday and it drove him mad. Once I ripped out the last page, which really pissed him off.
Oh.
And the other time I chucked a book out the window straight into the pool.
Oh.
BG Bear says, staying in Corfu, some bloke fell off his scooter. The owner, Helena, just looked and said, he get up, he all right, he stay down, call the ambulance. We always had funny reps on holiday as well, didn't we?
Well, we had one where she didn't even turn up, did she? Didn't she, like, hurt herself? or get trip up.
Yeah, and then we had a weird little Scottish rep that was a bit like Lorraine Kelly, didn't we?
Yeah, and bless her, but she was like, you know, you don't really need me, do you? Because we went on a really quiet week, and there was only me and you at the hotel, wasn't it?
Yeah, and she sort of said,
"Oh, we said, look, we've been here before. We'll see you Friday."
Then she had a big Scouse mate. Do you remember?
Oh yeah, do you want a bit?
Who?
Yeah, I have that chocolate for me.
She went, "You eat chocolate." She had a little scarf on, a little neckerchief.
And then we went on one holiday, and we didn't see the rep as in at our resort. She was always in the bars, wasn't she? All the Greek waiters sat on their knees, knees laughing.
She was a bit like Jane McDonald, wasn't she?
Yeah.
It was a lovely top 5, says Scylla. Thank you. So, like we say, we're not going to be here for the next 2 Wednesdays.
You're teaching next Wednesday night, aren't you?
I'm teaching next Wednesday night.
And then the following Wednesday, you're in Cheltenham.
I'm in Cheltenham, of all places.
Teaching again.
So
it won't be till July, I think.
We'll be back in July. Mark the Vicar says, I was going to fly to America, but I can't afford the petrol to get to the airport. Honestly, and then the pound's so weak at the moment.
I know. It's not, we've had a really bad couple of years, and now all this on top of that.
Alex and Mark have just had a weekend in a caravan in Porthcawl. But Alex says Mark never really quite appreciates going on holiday 25 minutes down the road.
At least it's a different scene, isn't it? It's a different scene.
Yorkshire Bus Guy says, I remember going to Spain with my grandparents in the 90s. We used to always go to the same hotel, but every year they would insist on going to the welcome meeting with the reps.
Free drink.
You get a free orange squash.
Well, it depends what time of the day it is.
Or if it's an evening welcome, you might get a little free.
If it's
free
morning,
drink.
they just give you orange juice.
Anyway, we're not going to stay any longer for tonight, are we?
No, because you're up early, aren't you? You're up at 6 or 5. Or
I'm teaching tomorrow. And
he's not had his what's for tea yet, have you?
Yeah. We're a little bit obsessed with a YouTube channel that Alan's found called What's for Tea, and it's a Scottish lady who literally shows you what she's had for her tea every day that week.
Yeah.
And she just shows you plates.
But she shows you her shopping. Like, I've been to Asda and bought...
I've not watched all the DVD extras like Ellen has.
And then she'll just... she puts a plate of food on a Lazy Susan and turns it round and tells you what she's had for a tea.
It's very gentle.
And it's amazing.
Gets a lot more views than we get.
Oh, yeah, she does.
And she gets loads of tips.
Yeah.
Remind you that we have our little coffee page. She's raking in a fortune.
I don't think she has to pay for her shopping anymore.
We're lucky if we get £6 after this, aren't we? I was talking to Caroline at the weekend. We had this lovely weekend. And Caroline was saying about, it's so fun doing your weekly shows and coming along. So we appreciate your coming to them and being here. What does Deexie said? I want to see this.
See what?
Oh, what's for my tea? What's for tea?
Just put in what's for tea, and she's got a lovely Scottish, gentle, velvety voice, and she'll just put food on a little Lazy Susan.
And she talks about
spins it round.
Mr. What's for tea?
And she's a lovely cook by the looks of it.
Mr. What's for tea loves a bit of potato with his... what's the channel called? I think it is called What's for Tea, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's for Tea. I think that's all it's called. It's kind of hypnotic. She's... you don't ever see her. You just see her hands serving up food. Do we work in school? No, Thomas, I teach adults. So I train people in business.
Paul McFarlane says, a lovely Scottish voice, just like me.
In caps. All in caps.
I love his caps. Don't change the caps.
Cilla Black, we will see you in 3 weeks' time. So yeah, we're going to see everyone in 3 weeks. We might do a video this weekend. Keep watching, sharing the beaches video. We put in tons of work on that one, so keep sharing beaches. Deeks, Erica, I don't think you've watched Beaches yet. Get yourself to our YouTube channel and watch Beaches, because I think you'll love it. 7 Network says, see you on 6th of July, which is the 30th anniversary of El Dorado.
Oh.
All right, my loves. Of course, we like to end with a song. So we will see you in
a couple of weeks. I'll really miss you.
3 weeks. Bye.
Bye.
No, it can't be through there. I'll go through it. Let's try. Yes.
Eric! Little Eric Butler! Oh, there he is. There he is. Oh. Have you? You're a fool. Oh, Eric. Oh, Eric, surprise, yes. Yes, and you've been raising lots and lots, in fact, a lot of money for charity.
Yes.
Will you let me be your teddy bear?
Yeah, of course I will.
Well, what are we waiting for, Chuck?
Right.
Let's go. Away. See you in a mo.